In this video today, I will be showing you how you can create this weekly planner printable page using Canva that you can sell in your Etsy shop. If that's something you're interested in seeing, stay tuned. To create this weekly planner printable, I will be using Canva. And to get started, you're going to go to canva.com and click on Create a Design. So this printable that I'm designing will be 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to click on Custom Size and pick inches and then put in the dimensions. When you're creating printables to sell on Etsy, you can do whatever size you prefer or whatever size you think would be most popular. And you can also offer various sizes of the same design. So if you wanted to do this design in 8.5 by 11 portrait, which is what I'm doing here, you can also take it and then make it 11 by 8.5 or landscape format. Or you can change the size completely and scale down to like a 5 by 7 or a 5.5 by 8.5. But for this video today, I'm doing the portrait format. So there are a few elements that you'll need if you want to design something that looks similar to this. A rounded rectangle, a circle, line, some florals, and some text, and of course some colors. And just so you know, I do have a Canva playlist that has other videos that I've made where I've used Canva to design different things. So I will leave that in the description below if you'd like to check out those other videos. So what I'm going to do now is actually just duplicate this page so that all of my elements stay within the document. I don't have to go and find them again. So I'll duplicate the page and then I will delete most of the items on the page. So I'm actually going to change the color of the rounded rectangle now, so that way I don't have to do it later once I start copying and pasting the rectangle. So you click on the rectangle and you go to the plus here for add a new color. And right in this box here, you can type in the hex code if there's a specific color that you're using. You can also pick any of the default colors that are right here. You can also click and hold and drag this little circle within the spectrum of color. And you can also use this little eyedropper tool. If you have something that's already in your design, maybe like an image or something like that, you can use this little eyedropper tool and hover over the color, and then it would pick the specific color that you're trying to use. So now that I have my rectangle to the color that I want, I'm going to start designing the printable. So it's pretty much this same rectangle copied and pasted and just resized for the different elements within the design. So I have these two smaller rectangles up at the top. This side will be for the date, and this side will be for us to write week of. This one will be for some goals for the week with circles for the bullet points. And then this rectangle here, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and duplicate it for the days of the week, as well as a section for notes. So now that I have my rectangles pretty much in place where I want them to be, I'm actually going to group the ones down here at the bottom. That's for the days of the week and the notes. Just because I don't really want to move those anymore, I don't think. And it'll just keep them all together. So now I'm going to go down here and grab this circle. And before I do that, I think I'm going to lock this one here, so that way it doesn't move when I'm trying to organize the little circles within the box. So paste your circle and let's make it smaller and bring it up here. So with the circle, I'm going to make the inside of the circle white, and then the border is going to be solid black. And I'm going to make the border of the circle smaller because this is a little bit thick. So if you click on it and go to the border style right here, you can change the border weight. So right now it's at a 4. So I put in 1 and then I hit enter, and then that looks much better, much more like a box you can check. So I'm going to make the circle a little bit smaller, and then I will copy and paste it a few times. So now I'm going to take the line and the text and copy and paste that here. So working with the line first. And you can also change the thickness or weight of the line as well that you're working with. And again, you would click on it and then head to this button here for line style. And if you click on that, and you can do a different type of line too. You can do solid and several types of dashed and dotted lines. You can round the endpoints if you'd like as well. And then right here where it says line weight, again, you can put whatever number you want the weight to be. I'll put in 2. I mean, that still seems kind of thick to me. Maybe I'll put 1.5. So I'm just going to leave it at 1 because 2 just seemed too thick. And so after I have that line, I'm going to adjust it for however long I want the line to be. And if you click and drag the line, you can make it as long as you'd like. Okay, so after you have your line as long as you'd like, you would just click on that and copy and paste. And so now it's time to put in the text. So I used 2 different fonts in this printable. So now I'm going to go in and get all of the titles on the page. So this particular weekly planner would have a Sunday start. I personally prefer Sunday starts for calendars and planners, but I know there are some people out there who like and prefer Monday starts. So, that could be one of the changes that you make or something that you add to it. Like you could offer this same sheet with a Monday start also instead of a Sunday start, so you can appeal to more of your customers that way. So once you have your day of the week written out, you're going to go up to Effects. And when you go to Effects, it opens up different styles or different effects basically that you can add to your text. And so with this particular font that I'm using, the breathing font, it's like a handwritten font. A good chunk of these effects don't really look that great. But if you had like a more solid font, it would look better. Because this breathing font, it almost kind of looks like a dried out marker effect already. So when you try to add these extra effects on it, you either can't really see it or it makes the word hard to read. But I did want to show you that there are effects available that you can add to your text. So the particular effect that I did use on this font though is background. I did change the color though, so if you click here and click on color, you can change it again to whatever color you need for your design. I'm just going to do white. And then what I did was I just made it a little bit smaller, and I just positioned it kind of in the upper left hand corner of each of the squares. So when I try to add florals to a design, basically what I like to do is put in a couple of the ones that I may like and kind of arrange them in, I guess I'll call it like a bouquet type way, seeing what looks good, and then I usually just like group it all together and duplicate it and put it in the other corner. So all of the elements on this page have been grouped together and locked. I don't want anything moving around when I'm trying to figure out the placement of my florals. So I have the 3 floral elements that I'm going to use for this design. I'm going to kind of organize them in this bottom corner, and once I get a formation that I like, I will copy and paste into the opposite corner. So this concludes the video of how to make a weekly planner printable that you can sell in your Etsy shop. If you found this video helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. Check the description for a link to a free Canva Pro 30-day trial at no cost to you. It is an affiliate link if you choose to use it. And as always, thanks for watching.